Alongside me, Johnny Nelson. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. It's the Brown Bomber Joe Louis, one of the most historically important fighters of all time.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right. Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. When you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Perfect counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Straight right just misses. Jab misses. So much for boxing. This is a fight. He misses with that straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
What are you doing? Here we go, it's round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
The straight right just misses. display here is incredible. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. That big hook doesn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good job stopping that uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with that hook. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Pensacola's finest is down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your boxing back together. You've completely Roy, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath around that was. Come on.
Back at it in round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This is a high-octane battle. That hook doesn't score. Misses with the straight left. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because it...
Okay, focus.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. They exchange punches. Through the straight left, but it won't score. And down goes Jones Jr. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum.
Oh my God, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Play round now. Relax. All right? Go back out there and win this round.
Let's start the 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
straight right just misses. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Joe Louis in trouble. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance without...
Don't forget the jab.
And there's the bell to start round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. You on that?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching on. It's the same again. Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will look. It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
And there's the bell for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Good defense there to stop that hook. The Brown Bomber couldn't take anymore. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
hard. He's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. Misses with the straight left. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.